Hey Skirts and Scuffs readers, thanks for tuning into this week's edition of 5 Questions. I'm Summer Dreyer as NASCAR heads into Michigan with Montreal added in for good measure. Danica Patrick returns to the track for the first time since Daytona, which leads nicely into the first question. What has Danica accomplished in the IndyCar series that makes her think she can be successful in NASCAR? ESPN announced on Wednesday that Danica will be making the official announcement on her full-time move to the Nationwide Series in 2012. But don't get me wrong, the gal has been impressive in her limited starts in the series. Still, why would she walk away from the IndyCar series with so little to show for results? Her one victory is hardly enough to solidify her as one of IndyCar's greats, yet she's making the jump to NASCAR in order to start a new challenge. Danica has said she still wants to win the Indy 500 and run the 2012 event, but otherwise will be full-time in the Nationwide Series with limited starts in the Cup Series with Stewart-Haas Racing. That's right, race fans, if the rumors are indeed true, and there is no reason to think they aren't, Danica Mania will be moving to the Cup Series next season. Those of you who enjoy drinking games, prepare the booze. And the Advil. You're going to need it. Question 2. Speaking of female drivers, what about Maryeve Defoe? I had a chance to talk to her in Daytona earlier this season, and the word I would use to describe her is committed. She's very well-spoken and motivated to succeed as a race car driver. Oh, and also like Danica, she's a model. And a simple Google Images search will reveal a few pictures that make some of Danica's ads look like child's play. Still, sex sells, and Maryeve is already getting a ton of media attention for her NASCAR debut this weekend in Montreal. Wait, Maryeve and Danica in the same race? This might be the highest rated race among the 18 to 34 male demographic in NASCAR history. Question 3. Why are there still racetracks without safer barriers? I said this on Monday's edition of Skirts and Scuffs Happy Hour, but it's worth repeating. Folks, there is no excuse for NASCAR-sanctioned racetracks to not have safer barriers all around the racetrack. Period. Yes, I know the economy is in the toilet right now, but these racetracks shouldn't wait until there is a terrible crash before they react. And it's their own fault they waited until the economy tanked before they decided, hey gee, maybe we should make some changes. No less than 5 drivers suffered some vicious hits in Sunday's race at Watkins Glen, a concept that isn't new to the racetrack that has one of the most viewed NASCAR crashes of Jimmy Johnson's career. Maybe some of these tracks need to take a hint from Brad Keselowski's ankle injury and do what they can to prevent it in the future. Question 4. Why does there seem to be so much panic regarding Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s chase chances? Earnhardt is currently 9th in Sprint Cup Series points with a 36-point advantage over 11th place Clinton Bowyer. In case you're still new to this, that means Bowyer has to finish at least 36 spots ahead of Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a 43-car field. And that's assuming Earnhardt doesn't lead any laps. Earnhardt would really have to screw up the last 4 races until the chase begins to actually fall short of making it. And while it's certainly possible, a few of the racetracks coming up are some of Earnhardt's best. The stars are aligned for NASCAR's most popular driver. And finally, question 5. What happens when AJ Allmendinger finally wins? Hey, let's face it, this has been the season of first-time winners, with Trevor Bayne, Regan Smith, Paul Menard, David Reagan, and most recently Marcos Ambrose pulling into victory lane. With all of these underdog victories, though, the only logical first-time winner left is AJ Allmendinger. Once he wins, what will we have left? I guess we might just have to wait for a couple of the Nationwide Series stars to jump to Cup. Put my money on Stenhouse. As far as fantasy picks, I'll go with Carl Edwards in Nationwide and Cup, and Kyle Busch in Trucks this weekend. Be sure to check out our GoFundMe page at gofundme.com/skirtsandscuffs for a chance to win a NASCAR.com gift card, and please consider donating. And be sure to check out Skirts and Scuffs Happy Hour with Genevieve Carteret and myself at 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Monday at blogtalkradio.com/skirtsandscuffs. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check in next week for another edition of 5 Questions, and check out skirtsandscuffs.com for the latest news, commentary, and interviews from our writers. See you next time.